Okay folks, welcome back. Video number 11? I've lost count. 11 in our Wintermute series, and we are still here with the Grey Mother, but we are going to leave her to rest for a bit because that is our current mission objective. So we're going to head outside and we are going to go and look after ourselves for a little bit, and yeah, I'm not really sure what to do. How long to have to wait? I know what I want to do, which is to get down here. There's a wolf eating a deer in the middle of the street. Okay. Well, we'll leave him to it, because what we're going to do is go this way. Because what I really want to do is get down to that farmstead that we've tried to reach a few times now and failed. Because there's too many wolves about. But I think I might break out the flare that I've got and see if we can. I've actually got two of them. See if we can't just scare the wolves away, because I really want to see if there's anything interesting around here. And we may even find that there's a note, another key, another cache location. You know, anything could be down here that we're missing. So let's go over and have a look.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
Well, that's the plan. We are in an unknown region that's new to the game and that we don't know. I may be able to sneak around them. I assume they are going to still be here, yes. There's one over there. This road seems to lead somewhere. I'm going to follow the path. Takes us away from the wolves. There's a barn over there. Open barns. We've got open barns over here. Doesn't look like... Oh, it looks like there's a ruined house. Okay, I'm going to keep following the roadway. The roadway comes to a bit of an end here. So this is our goal. The house looks... Oh, actually, no. The house is not ruined. It's got snow on the roof. It's got snow on the roof. We don't know whether we could... We may still not be able to get inside it, but... Paradise Meadows Farm.
Goddamn freezing.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully we can get inside this building. That is an open barn. We'll go and have a look in there in a moment. There appears to be a door. There does appear to be a door. There's a very large rabbit coming towards us as well. Excellent. Looks like we can get inside.
Door is locked.
Well, that's highly annoying. Okay, so the door is locked. We need to find the key. I strongly suspect the key is going to be in the barn or hiding around the back of here. We've got some work gloves, we've got some cedar fibre, we've got some reclaimed wood. It is really cold. We need to try and get inside. So let's go into the barn. We can jump in the tractor if we absolutely have to. We need to try and find the key so we can open the door. Jump inside the tractor.
Maybe a dead battery.
I think it's a completely screwed electrical system, actually. Okay. That's not very nice.
Holy shit.
Lockbox key found at the Milton farm. And he was being eaten by the wolf. That's not very nice. Not very nice at all. Okay, well, where is this lockbox then? We've got a snare now. Whoops. We've got a snare now. Use your energy chase around to try and stun them with stones, so you can use them all on to own slash review, which is snares. So there is a lockbox around here somewhere. Now that may well be just outside the door. Let's just do a quick search. I'm conscious that obviously there was a wolf here that we've scared off, but may come back. Carter hydroelectricity. That's familiar. Carter hydro dam. Let's go back over to the farmhouse and see if we can find a lockbox here somewhere. There must be one around somewhere. Okay, it could still be in that farm. Wolves are around. It could be outside the farm. Let's just jump inside the tractor again. I'm hoping in here it will warm us up a bit. Having this flare in here, apparently not. Well, it does. But what we really need to do is try and find this key. Let's head over to this other truck.
Just like the tractor.
Oh, is that the key? Okay, so maybe there is a locked box inside Meadow Farm then that the other key opens. So we found something interesting to explore here, which is
We're gonna need to eat soon.
the Milton Paradise Farm. What are we going to find inside? Well, it's deserted, and it is pretty cool. There's plenty of stuff in here. We'll just have a quick nosy around, make sure it definitely is deserted. There's a broom. I thought that was a rifle for a split second there. I was thinking, rifle! That's not a rifle. Okay, well there's lots of stuff in here, so let's get searching. There'll be plenty of stuff for us to loot. We've got
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
books, stack of papers. I think we may have to make a decision before we leave here of what we take and what we leave, because I don't think we're going to be able to carry everything that we have got. Don't think we need a decent dress shirt right now,
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
or ragged wool socks either. Is this the... okay.
I could use this.
Okay, well, hang on to that. There's a metal container. Another book, newsprint. Note that we haven't so far found any of the books that allow us to research. We haven't found any of those yet. A sewing kit. I'm going to leave the paper stack because we have got so many bits of tinder now, it's ridiculous. I don't think I need to be picking that kind of stuff up. Is that a kitchen? No, it's a bathroom. Is there anything in here? Well, there's going to be some water, but we are... there's a bandage there, some antiseptic. We will take the water, but we're pretty heavily encumbered, so whether we'll be able to take it all the way back, I don't know.
Too heavy to carry.
I mean, how heavily encumbered are we? Oops, yeah, we're 11 kilos over. Stands at the moment. Let's search the trash can. Nothing. Okay, so we've pretty much looted that. I think didn't really see a great deal in here. Let's get rid of that. We've been in the bedroom, we've been around here, we haven't been in the kitchen area, but let's have a look in here. This is where I assume we're going to find the locked box, which I suspect is probably this one. Emergency kit note. Emergency kit is distributed free of charge by the Great Bear Earthquake Memorial Society. Our non-profit work helps guarantee full preparedness for any future emergencies on Great Bear. Our motto, we remember. So, bandage, matches, MRE, flare, flare, flare. Nice little collection there. Let's go through this filing cabinet. Okay, leaving the stack of papers. We've got more than enough of those already. We don't need any more. A stack of papers again I'm leaving. I am taking the books at the moment, but I think I'll probably use them to light a fire here before I leave. Oh, there's so many books. Actually take pretty much every book that we see. And it's that that's weighing us down. Because there's so many of them. Probably going to end up leaving them behind. Severely past due, your account is in arrears to that amount, blah 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 blah. That's my burnt out flare that I just slung across there. We've got some sardines. Any other food? This is getting really, really heavy. In fact, have we got we've got the stove here that we can light. So shall we? Let's do that. Let's light the stove and chuck all the books on it, so that we've got a good long fire in here that's going to keep us warm.
Come on. Come on.
Let's get this fire started. See, I've got different types of book as well. Okay, let's chuck all of them on there. There we go. So that's going to seriously reduce our carrying weight. Let's see what else we've got in the cupboards then, the ones we haven't looked in. Oh, is that a can opener? Perfect, we can give that to... I keep... Excuse me. Obviously now I've figured out my little mystery that I was thinking, is it the same voice actor as Mama Murphy, the grey mother? Is it the same voice actor as Mama Murphy? I don't know, I haven't actually looked it up. It may not be, it might just be me. But I keep wanting to call her Mama Murphy now. We can search the freezer. And there is a note. We found Molly. Alice was so relieved thanks to Helen's looks. Looks like the time maybe a wolf went after. Seems to be more and more since the quake and close to town. Few people to keep them in check, I guess. Mine is hurt, but I don't think she'll make it. Blah blah blah. Watch out because the wolves might come after your dog too. I know how you feel about wildlife and you wouldn't shoot a wolf even if you had to, but I hear they don't like loud noises. Roadside flare might do the trick. Stay safe, come visit us when you can. It's not going to spend too much time on your own, John. Okay, so that's a note from a neighbour. So there must be a neighbour here somewhere, unless that is somebody from the town.
Could end up being useful.
A rose hip. Not going to pick up the stack of papers. We've got some accelerant down there. We'll have that. That's dog food. We'll have that. Crackers, peaches, sardines. There's quite a bit of food in here. A bit more cunningly hidden up above us. That is the boiler. There's another one down there by the looks of it. Yeah, we'll have that as well. Okay, I think we have pretty much looted this place. There is actually a tinder plug on the floor there. Stove is lit. Yeah, I think we've pretty much looted this. There isn't very much more in here. We've obviously found another note. I don't know whether that's given us any other side quests. No, it hasn't. But obviously it's added it to our list of collectibles, and we have quite a lot of them now. Okay, so what I'm going to do then before I leave here is decide if there is some stuff that I can ditch, because I am quite heavily over encumbered, so anything I don't really need to take with me we need to leave behind.
So hungry.
Can't really afford to lose any of that. Or any of the food, although of course we can eat our way out of some of the weight of that. So I'm going to eat one of the MREs, which will obviously be pretty good, because that virtually completely stocks our calories up. Let's have a quick check through the clothes and see if we can improve our situation. I can actually wear that, so that's good. Is this going to... Well, the ski jacket is better. So let's switch. Yep, so that's better. Glove-wise, the work gloves are better, and they are decent ones. We've actually got quite a few pairs of gloves around, so let's wear the decent gloves. Socks-wise, we are going to be, I think, better off with wool socks. Boot-wise, we are going to be better off with the new trail boots. Although that's only because our actual boots are virtually worn out. So I think I will wear those, but I will keep my original boots. I'm not going to get rid of them. But we will get rid of all sorts of various other things that we don't need. Or we'll break them down. We'll harvest them. And let's do a little bit of repair work on our clothing before we go anywhere. Because I've just noticed how bad condition some of it is actually in. Although I don't have the right materials to make those repairs. Okay, well we should have the materials we need back at our base, so let's get rid of all this spare stuff. We should have the materials we need, so we shouldn't have to do it here. I'm going to keep Will's boots for posterity, because I think they probably are ultimately better, but the condition of them is so low that at the moment they're really not doing a great deal, so we need to sort that out. And the condition of some of our other clothes is also not great, so we need to have a look at that as well. We are carrying quite a lot of stuff. We're 12 kilos over, but I do want to try and hang on to everything if possible. Ditching some of that has helped a little bit with our movement. Okay, so we've done alright here. We've looted some extra stuff. We've discovered a new location. Let's have a quick look at the map before we go anywhere else. We have got a map here. Paradise Meadows Farm is there, so it's kind of right on the edge of the region as it stands. Obviously these are the barns and things associated to it. The road comes to an end there. It does look like the only way out of this particular area is going to be, well, I reckon it's going to be up a little trail here that leads to a waterfall there and then disappears off, presumably to an adjoining region. How Milton fits in with the bigger picture, the bigger world of the Long Dark, and how it fits into Mystery Lake and Pleasant Valley and all that lot, I really don't know. So we're going to have to see. The region is called Mountain Town, I believe. I'm assuming that's it. And we can see the various key locations we've discovered and the various sort of other locations that we've found as well. So let's leave the farmhouse and let us make our way back into the town, and we're going to make our way now, I think, to the Grey Mother, because I have a feeling by the time we get back there she's going to be in a position to talk to us. So let us go. So I'm going to follow the road. I've obviously been through that barn. There's a wolf right there, and I think it's clocked us. I can't sprint because I'm really heavily encumbered. Nope, that wolf is not tracking us, he's going the opposite way, so that's good. Okay, let's bring ourselves back onto the road then, and we'll follow it around. And we'll head back up into the town. We are pretty heavily encumbered, but I really do want to bring all this loot back. Our condition is not too bad. Temperature is pretty good actually. It's only -3, so we should be pretty okay for travelling wise with the weather at least. So we head up the hill. So Long Dark Wintermute. I can see now how the story mode works. We're interacting with excuse me, we're interacting with the Grey Mother at the moment, who's given us missions. There's various other sort of side missions as well to keep us occupied. There does seem to be this kind of deliberate kind of spacing things out slightly by this process of forcing us to have to wait until she's rested before we can continue talking to her. I don't know how long we need to leave. I've just been leaving. Obviously I came straight down here when I left, and we're pretty much heading straight back, so we haven't actually done an overnight since we left the Grey Mother to it, so we may find that we can't go back to her just yet. We have to leave it a little bit longer. Which is fine, because I'm not planning on going straight back to her now anyway. I am actually heading up to my house to ditch all of my loot that I'm carrying. I've started adapting, as I've mentioned before, to my normal gameplay style in this region, where I'm gathering everything and I'm getting it all in one place so that we can then carry on with our survival, and then we're interspersing that with our various missions and things that we're being asked to do. So we're kind of doing normal Long Dark style, where we're trying to survive, but we do actually have a little bit more purpose to what we're doing. We've got a little bit more... there are actually things for us to do, these missions, but we are stuck in this region at the moment. It's relatively small, but we're setting ourselves up for good survival. Obviously, it's not going to work for long-term survival, because I'm not sure how far we're going to have to travel outside of this region. Do I have a torch? I'd rather use a torch, because that's not going to waste. Okay, we have a bit of a problem though. There's actually another wolf coming towards us. So we need to get rid of the other one as well. Didn't work! Okay, we've now got rid of him. The other one is coming back. We are in need of first aid. We have blood loss and infection risk, so let us put a bandage on.
Need some first aid.
Okay, he is clocking us again. I think we possibly need to make a bolt for it at this point. I also have infection risk at the moment, but I just wanted to get away from the wolf. The town is littered with torches that I've discarded. Let us sort out our infection risk, and I think that's going to be the old man's beard wound dressing. There we go, so that's dealt with that. He is still tracking us. I can't sprint because I'm so heavily encumbered. So I'm kind of just going to make it for the door here. There we go, so we are now safe, we're inside. And we are well out of the way. I think the reason there, obviously I am carrying cooked meat, I think, so that's probably why they were quite so attracted to me. Right, okay, so let's have a look at what we have got. And we have got a reasonable amount of stuff. So let's get rid of some of our food. Put it in condition order, and we shall get rid of the stuff that is in the best condition, because that's the stuff that we can keep for the longest. Okay, what else have we got that we can potentially get rid of? We do have some crafting items, and we have some tools. Right, so what can we ditch? Well, we can ditch that. We can ditch the spare storm lantern. How much fuel's that one got in it? Okay, we'll drop that one, because it's in the worst condition of the two. We'll drop one of our sewing kits. We don't need to be carrying that around. Okay, so let's just
for a drink right now.
Pop it all up here out of the way. So sewing kit there on the table, and the storm lantern. Whoops, storm lantern. We will need to equip and then drop to the table just there, out of the way. Okay, there we go. So that's that sorted. That can just burn out in the middle of the floor. The shell we may as well drop. In fact, I think I've actually been putting them in the cupboard. But we'll pop it there. Let's just go to the cupboard and get rid of various things that we don't need to be carrying around with us, such as the feather, the leather, rose hip. I don't know what I did with the rest of the... Oh, there they are. Yes, it's there. I'm going to drop the line and the arrowhead in there as well, because they're of very little use to us at the moment. And we shall keep everything else for the time being that's in there. And I think we're probably carrying some excess bits and bobs. So let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of some of those. Very good. Okay, so what is tipping us so far over? Oh, it's going to be all this fire material, isn't it? So let's drop all of that material. I'm going to stop collecting that now because it's getting a bit silly. And we've got some coal as well that we're carrying around, so let's drop that. So we'll just stand over the pile and drop it all. That's going to help us with our weight. And we are still carrying 3 books, but I do want to kind of hang on to those because they are quite good for getting fires going. And we're going to drop the cardboard matches as well because we've got so many wooden matches which are better that we don't need to be carrying those around with us. So there we go. So let us drink because that will help us with our weight problem as well, and we'll also do a bit of eating. So I have some food that's not in great condition. There we are, so that's sorted that out. We're still encumbered. I'm trying to figure out what we're carrying that's really, really heavy. Not sure. Okay, well let's do a little bit of repair work on our hatchet. We have a whetstone, so let's make use of it. We're going into sunset now, so hopefully if we sleep overnight we can go back to the Grey Mother in the morning. I'm going to do a fair bit of sharpening on this because I want to get it up to really good condition. Plus it's our only hatchet, we don't want to risk it breaking. I'd rather use up the entire whetstone and do a really good job of repairing the hatchet. So we're at 50% now. We'll push it a little bit further. Okay, that'll do. So that's taken us into the night. We've got a snare as well now, so we can catch rabbits far more easily, so we'll make use of that. We are still in daylight. How are we doing with all of our various hides and things? These 2 are cured. That one's nearly cured. And they're still curing. Yeah, we're looking pretty good actually. We've got a really good supply cache here. We're just a little bit limited now in what we can do because we've got to wait for. We'll drop the whetstone, leave it in here, rather than carrying it around with us. We've got to wait for the Grey Mother to rest so that we can talk to her again. But we'll go back now and we'll just see. So we'll call it the last bit of this video. We'll go back over to the house. Assuming I can without being eaten by a wolf. Okay, let's go round the back way. Avoid the wolves. Well, we did injure one of them, so I'd be surprised if we find a dead wolf lying around somewhere. But we'll keep our eyes peeled in case we didn't kill it. Okay, so we'll head up to the house. We'll see if she will talk to us, which I think she may well do as soon as we enter. If not, we can give her now the spare can opener, which will give us a bit more trust, which I think will be good. So let's go inside. Okay, the cutscene. We didn't get a cutscene, so I'm suspecting she's probably not going to talk to us. Yeah, she's not.
I can't be here anymore. My friend is out there and she needs my help. Please, tell me how to find her and I'll do whatever I can to help you get out of here.
There's only one thing left to be done. You need to put her to rest.
Put her to... I'm not giving up yet.
On the other side of town, there's a farmhouse. You'll find a key to a safety deposit box somewhere in there. Go to the bank and bring me the box that matches the key. Then you'll understand what happened to her.
Wait, farm? Bank? What's this have to do with my friend?
They left her, didn't they? She needed help, and they let her go. This is how we make it right.
I don't understand.
In the bank, you'll find the answers. Now go.
Right. Okay. Well, we're going to find the answers in the bank. But we're going to do it in the next video. Yes, folks, we're going to wrap it up here. We'll carry on with this dialogue option in the next video. But right now, I am going to say thank you very much for watching, as always. And I shall see you again very, very soon.